Alright, we got our new broadcast going. There we go. Now, I guess I shouldn't have left my character. I mean, I knew you were around, but like, I really left my character there for a little while. I did the same thing. Anytime someone knocks at the door, or like, there's a certain like alertness that hits you that you just stop thinking about hardcore, and I can't help it. Like Mario will come down and be like, "Hey, can you help with something?" And I just can't take the 20 seconds to log out.
I hear you, man.
It's rough.
Yeah, I just had to. We just bought fish from Big Al's like a couple hours ago, and I have to like climatize them to the tank.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so I just like had them in their bags and a little bit of the tank water inside their bags and stuff like that. And then I had to like release them into the tank, and same thing. I'm like doing this for like almost like it was probably like 5 minutes, and I look back and I'm just standing in the open world like, what am I doing?
The fear that hits when you realize.
Oh
what
my
you've done.
God, the shock! Yeah, it's like driving with your eyes closed or something. It's like.
Yeah, you don't realize you've been sleeping while driving for 5 minutes. You're like, whoa!
Yeah, because it was terrifying, man.
Yeah, I ran
like
so
that's how
hard
I
down
feel.
the
I feel
stairs.
scared right away when I realize it. It's like, oh my God, thank God I'm alive.
Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad. Yeah, I'm so cheap, man. I told myself earlier, like, I'm gonna order a pizza or something later tonight. It's so hard to pay for delivery. You have to pay like a delivery fee and then a tip.
Oh, I know.
And I feel so dumb doing that. Like I haven't done that in a long time, but.
Yeah, we order pizza quite often, and like. I know, like, there's like certain rules. I feel like they're not necessarily written down about how much you need to tip. Like some people tip different amounts. But
Yeah.
We always throw them a few bucks. Like, you know, I feel like it's probably the minimum, but.
Yeah, but it's the best you can do, especially like when you go get a pizza, you're expecting like $10, and then with delivery and then tip it comes 25.
Yeah.
And it's like, but then we won't get it, or like you have to choose between getting it and choosing on the tip, right?
And with how much fast food has gone up in price, it is absolutely ridiculous how expensive it is. And like, you know, our families are getting bigger, so there's more mouths to feed, and
yeah, man,
it's getting expensive.
Did you get subs ever? Like I'm sure you go to fast food places.
Like a few nights ago. Oh man, we eat way too much fast food. Like it's not.
Did you get the tips? Did you get the tip screen at the subway or wherever you went?
Oh, dude, there's always a tips jar at Subway. I feel like I've always seen tip jars at Subway.
So the tip jars are there, but at both Subway and Mr. Sub, the screen comes up with like the "Would you like to tip?" And the person just kind of stands there and kind of looks at you, and then you feel at first like, well, they won't know if I don't. Like either way, it's like I wouldn't have come here if I knew I had to tip because the price of the food's whatever. But I feel like they know exactly what the price is, and then once you hit enter and there's no additional money on it, it's like they know you didn't get a tip. Like I feel like one guy kind of like you didn't give me any attitude. I just felt like, all right, thank you. Like I felt like the disappointment. And all I could think was like, dude, I just paid like $16 for a cold cut sub. Like
it is crazy to get a job at Subway and expect a tip. I'm sorry. Like that's not a place where tips were meant to be. Like
no, and like
I mean,
I do feel bad, but there's I mean,
me too. But like
if I'm sitting,
I don't know. I just try it to myself as like it's I don't know.
It's one step too far.
It's not gonna sound nice, but it's like a stepping stone job. Like that's not a job that like I'm supposed to fulfill like a full-time wage, and like I don't know. Like it's I know so many people do work there full-time, and that's the unfortunate part. But like even with restaurants, like you know, some people are like, oh, it's mandatory to tip because their wages are so crap.
Yeah.
But that's where it's like to me, that's where it's like it's the employer's fault that the wages are crap, though. Like, again, I'm not trying to be a cheap dirtbag, but it's like the owner is being a cheap dirtbag and passing that cost onto you as the consumer by having to subsidize the person's wage. And like again, I always tip at a restaurant. I've never not tipped at a restaurant. I'm just saying that it's kind of ridiculous that it's like, you know, we went to Niagara Falls and it was included in the bill. Like there was no negotiating a tip. A tip was part of the bill, and it was like an insane amount because my parents paid for like our entire family.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, this is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
But
well, yeah, it's so hard, right? Especially like when there's legit posts on Reddit of people being like, yo, I was at a self-service, like showing a photo of like the tip option at like self-serve, like self-checkout. And it's like, what the hell? Like, who am I tipping then? Like, oh, I didn't get the box.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on when and where. I'm not up to date. Like, I know it's in the States, like some places have really, really low wage, knowing like part of the job is that you're going to get tips.
Right.
But then, well, like, I know Canada's different, but...
That's, yeah, but I feel like that's what our service industry, or not service, restaurants have turned into here in Canada, where like again, like some people, I've had friends that have like posted about like being waitresses and not getting tips, and like I get it, but again, it's like that's so messed up that it's like a normalized standard that they can just pay waitresses and waiters like some weird ass wage that's below minimum wage, and then say,
and the reason is because you get tips, and then they kind of look at us like, huh?
That's like, crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. Yeah, it's just the way it's always been. I'm so used to it. That's why I'm kind of like, well, you know, you tip, like.
Well,
but this new thing has come to light.
You're right, though. Yeah. You're right. Like, you do tip. You have to tip. But again, people need to get paid. But again, it's like, why is this a standard? That is weird.
Yeah. At a sit-down restaurant, it makes, when the person's serving you and running around and like hustling, it makes more sense than, when you go up and the person, like, you put the gum on the table and they go, okay, it'll be $1.50. And then it says, like, on the register, like, or on the debit checkout, like, would you like to add 15%? It's like, what?
I don't know. Like, I've gone through drive-thrus even though, like, lately, and like the Taco Bell, for example. The Taco Bell by my house, like, has that tip thing come up, and it's like, I'm tipping at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it does feel insulting. What? But then it's like insulting for both of us and not the owner or the government. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you, me, and then the worker have to go through this awkward thing while other people are responsible for it, and like it's not us. Like, both of us are now put in this awkward situation because of somebody else.
And I honestly, and I feel like some places, like, I don't know, I've gone through some drive-thrus too, where like a person hands me the bag of food out the window and says absolutely nothing to me, and I'm like, okay, like, I've like, I don't know, it's just weird to me where it's like, when I worked like these kinds of jobs, I was always like, hey, thank you, have a great day, like, you know,
that's
like,
part of it,
at least trying, like.
Yeah, I can't tell if I'm catching someone on their bad day or if it's like, this is who they are. You know, I can never tell.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, exactly, I never say anything, but it's
and even on a bad day, it's like,
weird.
You can pucker up and like, kind of like, have a good one. Like, you can still spit it out, and then when everyone's gone, you're like, you let it like this giant sigh, like.
Yeah, like it just happened to me actually a couple mornings ago, and again, it was probably that it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I get it. But the lady was just like, and said nothing, and I was like,
yeah, just reaches out.
Okay. Yeah, like the whole transaction, like stuck the pin pad thing out, tapped my card, turned around, grabbed my coffee, handed my coffee, and just stared at me, and I was like, all right,
oh my god,
I will fuck off now.
Yeah. Fuck me then. Okay. There's a dude who pats here. Or I'm not on that yet, or what? Am I crazy?
Oh, you know what? I need something here. You're right. Greenig.
Elder Mystic Razor Snout. Whoa. That can't be what we're actually working on, right? This popped up in my, this is active target.
For me, it says kill Greenig Snarl Snout.
Yo, it's this guy. No, yeah, how'd this get here? This is an elite. Elder Mystic Razor Snout.
What the hell? And we killed it?
I don't think so. Did someone, like, drag this over here? Like, you know how, like, hunters can kite? Like, mobs? Or did someone fucking try and...
I don't think so.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
This map is very, hard to see anything because I have so many quests here.
Yeah, you're right. It's just littered. dinner.
Yeah,
Take out some of these guys.
I'm on step 76. What step are you on?
Uh-oh. You're not gonna like... Oh, hold on. Chen's empty keg. I got it. I need to open it. Then I'll be able to tell you. Step 24. that's very disappointing.
No, that's fine, man. So yeah, like, we'll follow you. Like, you lead the way. Because these are, like, my quests. Like, I've had these done for a bit now.
Okay.
I actually just finished them waiting for you to get here.
There's the Mystic. Let's kill this Mystic, and then we're going to run about 500 yards up and over this hill in front of us. The next step is Plain Striders.
Alright, perfect.
15 to 19 Barrens. Fuck, there's no way I'll get to 20 by tonight. I really want to do another dungeon. So did... I keep like groaning. Have you heard that we can only do each dungeon once per day?
Is that the case?
That's what I heard. I googled it, or I need to re-Google it. I couldn't tell if I saw in chat, but I've seen it come up more than once to stop people from like farming.
I had that worry this morning with SOD where I did that strat and I was like, am I going to be locked now?
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was like you could do it once a day, but that I could do over and over again. So I don't know if it's like that or not in hardcore.
Yeah, I'll have to Google it to see what the official servers are like. I had no clue. Like, what the hell is a healer supposed to do to get to the end, man? Like, it's...
Yeah,
I was really depending on these dungeons.
Oh, you plan on, like, rolling dungeons, eh?
I wanted to, yeah. I feel like I'm playing on house money. I got my druid to 60, and now I'm down to just fuck around.
Nice.
It's like I can take some chances, and I want to get some experience. Shit, I don't know what the cat wants. Your dish is full? Oh, god damn it. Now's the worst time. I don't want to clean
Hey, you know what?
litter.
Like, I'm down to do that, too. Like, let's not be too conservative this time.
Yeah. Let's chunk this guy down. Boom. So did you and Caden ever get any Paldean Fates packs? You might have been kind of a little bit out of it by then. This is for Pokemon.
What were they called again, sorry?
Paldean Fates or Paldean Fates?
I don't believe we ever got packs like that. It doesn't ring a bell. But Pokemon's had a lot of weird names, so maybe.
Oh, dude. Look, they all sound together the same. Especially the Japanese sets. They all, the Miracle Wonder. And you're like, what? What the fuck is you even talking about? But Paldean Fates is the shiny set. So once per generation, there's a set that has, like, it's all focused on shinies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Paldean Fates is the English version for us for Scarlet Violet. But I learned that in Japan, their boxes are very special, where a typical booster box in English has 36 packs. In Japan, they have 30. It's not much of a difference. The Japanese packs are way cheaper, and they have less bulk. So, I mean, that makes sense. You're not getting all the waste. But, you know, these special sets come out, like the legendary, the shiny one, and they give you this tiny little fucking box, and there are only 10 packs inside. And the box is fucking expensive. So it was basically like $7 a pack, and usually Japanese packs are like $2 a pack. So I was like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah, what's up with this? Like, what's so special? I look it up, and every pack in the box is guaranteed at least a EX card. So it's like you're gonna get a hit no matter what out of each pack. Now I don't know if it's like, you know, every box has, like, you know, you're gonna get the same EX cards and all that shit. But it sounded pretty fucking special. So I grabbed one of those boxes, and like everything is fucking fucked in the Pokemon world. Like the stuff that no one wanted to buy before is now just off the shelves. Like, you can't get it. And the people, like, I had a guy who I was buying packs from on Kijiji. I would drive to see a high school dude who would sell me loose packs of Pokemon cards at a good price. And he seems to run like a legit business. He sent me like his price list, and he has like hundreds of different products. And the price went up like 50 to 75% on everything. And it's like,
cow.
Just scalpers bought the fuck out of everything. Oh, did I lose that shit? I didn't tag it.
My bad, probably.
No, I should have been wanding. I'm just talking.
But yeah, scalpers.
Yeah, so scalpers have just like bought in everything to shit, so prices are going up like crazy on English, and everyone seems to have done what I did, and it's moving to Japanese. So now all the Japanese prices have gone from like 60 a box to 75, 80. Some of the packs are 90 a box. Like, Pokemon is going through like a fucking insane boom right now.
That's crazy.
It's always been popular, right? But it's like, this is like a weird scalper boom. You know what I mean? Like, it's like...
Yeah, resale market.
Yeah, it's like there's collectors, and then there's like addicts going for hits who are ripping hundreds of packs, and then there are like people buying thousands and like hundreds of thousands probably of packs just to hog and store, and then make a massive profit a few years down the line. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to open some of those fucking special cards. I've got that box, and like, all I keep thinking is every time I check the price, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't open anything else, because I have this like nice little stash. I have like hundreds of dollars of fucking product just chilling in a box, or in a cupboard or whatever. And I just keep thinking, like, every time I check, it's like they keep going up by like $5 and I'm like, I got those to open them, but now it's like, who would like burn money like that, right?
It's
like,
an investment, yeah.
Right?
For sure, man.
But I am opening that box. Like, the other boxes I might keep, I'm gonna fucking rip that shiny box for sure. I need to decide what I'm gonna do for dinner first before I drink more wine. That's for sure. Otherwise, I'll be doing a very cold walk to Wendy's or something.
Yeah, I just grabbed this McDonald's around 3-4 o'clock today.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I'm already hungry again.
Yeah, dude, legit. I grabbed a pizza sub earlier today. Now I'm sitting here licking my lips like, I want actual pizza. I might go full little kid mode tonight. I'm going to be crushing edibles throughout the night. But yeah, that's why I got to get and figure out this food thing now.
Are you taking a break from like smoking, or?
No. Initially that was a part of a plan. I wanted to take at least a week where I just kind of chilled. So I bought a bunch of edibles and then just a tiny bit of concentrates. And I just kind of went through it all quickly anyways, and then just ordered my normal shit, so.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Yeah, so I guess tonight I'm just doing dabs and enjoying some edibles. I figured we're going to be playing a lot. And do not forget about that Rocket League idea too, because I'm going to be fucking dumb. I'm already like struggling to speak. I would love to play Rocket League. Oh my god. Whoa! Some guy like soars over your head, does like a 360 and gets the ball in your net. So I'm so interested, man. I've played a few rounds of the Marvel's Rivals. Just because, like, there's a few characters where it's like, man, like, it's like a childhood dream to, like, swing around as Venom and, like, shit like that. It's so cool. I feel like every game feels like people are already too good and I can't compete. Like, I feel like I missed out on a month of this game, plus the alpha and the beta and all that. And I feel like even though it came out a month ago, it's like, well, there's already, like, pros at it. Like, maybe I should skip it and go for the next game.
Yeah, I get that feeling all the time too with any sort of competitive scene game, and I honestly haven't even played a single game of it yet. I want to try Caden. No,
yes,
Caden that installed.
You were telling me that, yes.
Yeah, but like I've seen plenty of videos. Like I was watching people play as Spider-Man and stuff like that, and it does look awesome.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, man, I like hero shooters especially. Like, yeah, that's like. I don't know, man. I find that at this age, I am so bad at shooter games, and like I hate to say it, but I really am. Like I can't aim for shit anymore. And
it's so competitive too. It's like you feel you can't fight back. Like these kids are fucking annihilating you.
Hayden's been kicking my butt for years, man. Like for years.
Well, last time that was a few months ago. Like we played Fortnite. He was legit carrying our team.
Oh yeah.
Every round he'd have the most kills.
Yeah. Play Call of Duty and he like finishes every game with like way more kills than deaths, and like I'm struggling to like, you know, finish with a positive score.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
usually drained to the team.
That's the other thing too is like some games your kill death ratio is insanely important, and that starts tracking the second you start playing. So it's like I feel this dread every time you like play a game and you get more deaths than kills, and you're like, I'm already digging a hole for myself. Like I like.
But you know what too? Like there's always like some weird matchmaking system behind these games. Like Rocket League is a perfect example of that, where like the first time I played that game I got really into it for like I'd say almost a month, and like by the end of that month I remember I was queuing up and I was playing games against people that could like ride the wall and keep the ball in the air and just like score it every time. And like I just remember it went from like people my skill level that, you know, everything was kind of an accident to
Shit got real.
people that were oh yeah, exactly, like way better than me. And then it's like, well, not like that same I can't compete feeling. It's like I just wish my matchmaking would go back down or something.
Yeah, it's like, do I have to like get another account or like?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's like it doesn't go back down. It just kind of keeps you at that level, and I don't know. I guess that's good. I guess that's what you need to do to get better. But I don't have fun when I'm losing every game.
Oh my god, yeah. If you take a few weeks off or something, or stop playing for a few days, and then you're rusty, and then it's like the gap is even worse.
That's why I love like single player games nowadays. Like, you know, God of War Ragnarok or something like that. Like I sat down and I played, dude, I beat Elden Ring.
Oh hell yeah! Great job, man. That's
Yeah.
That's a long. I got stuck on a boss. Like legit, I could have like left and gone and figured some more shit out, but I kept trying to the point where I'm like, well, now maybe I'll come back to it, and then again you lose. You forget how the game goes, and you're like, I'm never,
in Elden Ring.
Yeah, there was some boss. Oh, I'm never gonna remember it. Oh, fuck.
Like how far in were you think?
In the back half for sure. It's been a few years since I played. But there was a boss where I feel like you were in a library or something, and there was like a group of like
I remember that the chick
pupils or yeah, and like there's people walking at you, or I don't even fucking remember. I can visually picture like the set of where I was, but
yeah,
I tried it so many times and I was either under leveled or I just didn't have the right spells, or you know.
There was a female boss. She was like a sun and moon boss or something, but she had like phases, and I swear that's the room you're talking about. But yeah, there was like ads everywhere and stuff like that, and
similar, yeah.
And I spent, I know I spent hours on her, so if it's the same boss, then I get it. I mean, when I say hours, I spent like hours one night and just gave up, and then next day like sat down again and like I gotta do this. And but I also like, you know, followed a build guide from like the first time I sat down and played it to the point that I got there. So I don't know if you did something like that or not, but it definitely made it far easier for me.
Yeah, you know what? I know there are things I could have done, and I was borrowing it from a library too, so I'm sure I had to give it back. And then at that point, I was like, I don't know.
Okay, so where are we with you right now?
So
we still need
travel south to Camp Tarajo and enter Mulgore. Travel to Thunderbluff from there.
Okay. That's cool. So this is funny. I did this part by myself. This run is terrifying.
Oh, like, through the South Barrens.
Dude, like I went off the road like a moron, just kind of following the arrow. Like, do not follow the arrow on this. Stay on the road. I went off the road, and I was surrounded by those like giant dino thunder guys.
Oh,
and then the serpents with the wings. They were like level 19 and 20.
Oh shit! They'll like three-shot you, especially the casters. You can't get away from them.
Oh, dude, I was so scared. Thank God it was like super busy that night, so people were everywhere and like things were being aggroed, and I was able to kind of like squeeze through. But dude, there was like close calls.
Well, now I'm stressed. I know we'll be okay.
I don't know why this red box is here. What is it?
Raptors. You know, as well kill some while we're traveling.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah. I need to change my soundtrack.
Actually, you know what, babe? When we go to Costco, we'll get some more food. Got an epiphany.
Ooh. Thank you.
No crap.
Damn it, I got a vendor already. I can throw some stuff out. Steel arrowhead.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know if you got my message in your YouTube stream or not, but I was so I'm on the panel at work, and essentially gotta just watch the mill if everything's running smoothly.
Yeah.
So I threw on your stream of the RFP dungeon we did, just so I could watch it for your perspective.
I did see that.
Yeah, I felt so bad when we got to that first boss in that main area, and I'm like, oh my god, he rolled need on that. I was like, obviously he would have needed that, and that was such a dumbass move on my part. I literally didn't even see you rolled need and didn't think about it at all for some reason.
I truly didn't even notice. The loot drops in there, and we're gonna be running it so much. Truly not a problem. And it's like everybody needs everything in there. The weapon damage is so much higher on half the shit.
I was just thinking I didn't have a tanking stuff yet, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great one-hand tanking weapon. But then
no, it probably has high DPS. Whereas me, I got something with 3 stam that I legit probably would prefer to have. It's all about safety. So much cloth, I don't know. Well, I mean, I know what to do with it. Give some of it to you for bandages. One of those. Trade you one of these. Not much, but it could help. What level's your engineering? Or if you took engineering.
Yeah. It's level 70 right now. I just need to build a couple more rough copper bombs to hit the next level.
Hell yeah. I've got a bunch of target dummies already. I made sure to put my time in on this one. I'm not losing this guy the same way. If I'm dying to a son of a Rugal, at least he's gonna have to take out a target dummy first.
That's so funny. That clip of me running for my life is been viewed that that's funny.
It was so funny because it was not a problem. You're just battling someone, and then it's I was mining and I looked over and I can see myself in the video shift my eyes, and I just see you're getting chunked, but then the daze happens and I'm like, oh shit, that's terrible. And I'm like, the panic in my voice is so funny. Sprint over. I probably should, probably should have hit the other guy first too. You see so many different things you could have done in even a small moment like that. And I want a stuffed crust pizza. I don't know why that's on my mind.
Ooh, Little Caesar's pretty cheap. Probably under $10 for that.
Oh, good point. I wonder how it compares to the Pizza Hut one.
Oh god, probably nowhere near as good as Pizza Hut. But
see, I love the Pizza Hut one. Some people fucking hate it.
Sure, but isn't it I thought Pizza Hut was the luxury, super expensive pizza. Isn't it expensive?
Yeah, I feel like that compared to others. I guess everybody else is upping their price. So the $5 pizzas are now $10. The Little Caesar ones. $7.99, $8.99, something like that.
Almost $8, something like that.
I'm pretty sure a large pepperoni Hut is still. I pronounce that a little fucking weird. Pizza Hut. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure the large hasn't gone up in quite a while.
Hello?
Sorry.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry about that. It was auto running. Got caught up reading and then was like, oh, I guess.
You're talking to me.
Uh-oh. Is my mic messed up? Twist that. Maybe it's your mic.
Hello.
Yo, hey.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, it all of a sudden stopped working there for a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How am I sounding?
Yeah, you sound fine now.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I was like, Kyle, come back.
Oh, no.
Come back. And he kept running, and I was like, what's going on right now?
It's so funny.
I thought you were talking.
I thought you were talking to Jenna about, like, getting a playpen or something. I was hearing completely different things of what was going on. So, yeah, you go ahead and deal with that baby thing. I'll run ahead.
So I was just like cleaning my house last night, and
Oh.
I put on some of the whatchamacallit, OnlyFans stuff, and
Yeah.
they were negotiating with another guild for some this helm recipe that dropped.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, and they were trying to buy it off them, but the other guild didn't want to sell it. They wanted to I think they wanted like royalties on sales or something like that. I don't know. It just got crazy and like hilarious.
Yeah, it's all for content. Whatever's the most interesting thing, the most funny thing. Like, we could just sell it for gold. We can all afford it. You know, like, it's...
Yeah.
Streamers have access to
like,
money.
It like totally devolved though, like, and people started like talking shit, and you know, it ended up with both guilds being like, well, we're just gonna tank this recipe and like give it away for free, pretty much. And, like, yeah, it was.
Man,
it was entertaining.
That's funny.
Who's that? Oh yeah, Yamato. They had they had that Yamato guy. He was like part of the negotiating team, but like
why? I know why.
Yeah,
you're about to tell me why.
Yeah, Tyler William was like, when I say the word banana, I want you to like come in and like be all super aggressive.
Dude, I gotta watch this.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Eventually I'm gonna get that stuffed crust pizza and I'm gonna watch that. That's what I'm gonna do when we need a little break. I'm saying 7 o'clock. I'm gonna try and fight it until 7 o'clock. I'm going
Yeah,
after
man.
pizza.
I'm gonna have to get up soon too. I gotta pay some attention to Jenna and the baby.
Oh. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Like, things are a little different. You and I had like a nice, long, like hardcore grind for like 3 months or so. Like, we were like daily hardcore. And both of us have small children now. And yeah, it's like you still get time, but it might be 15 minutes. It might be an hour. It might be 4 minutes. Like, it's like you can't really tell how long you're going to be on for sometimes. And it's like, well, we'll just cope. We'll just deal with it. I would love to see Corey if we can manage to get him into SOD. I feel like that would be like a quick ticket into spending some time with him. And it would be a good way for him to get into the end game right away.
Oh man, that'd be so fun.
Yeah, because right now all he has on the anniversary server, like non-hardcore, he has a character who's around level 20. He's got like same server as the other guys is playing on too. So that's something we could join him in, but I feel like it's gonna be a while before we get to any end game content.
Right.
So yeah, Sod might be the ticket.
Yeah, Sod, we have the connections too of like just get into a raid that's gonna definitely full clear and have tons of loot just passed out to people.
How many tier tokens get just you can't disenchant the loot from it, so it's like they just
I know.
Tier 2 at this point is just on farm. So I feel like we can gear him up so fast if you just got a 60 character. And the beauty is you wouldn't be taking up any space and you wouldn't have to pump. Like, he can learn how to DPS and figure it out, but there's no pressure because it's a flex raid. Like, we're just... All that happens is that the punishment for bringing too many people is you get less loot to spread around. But if it's loot no one needs, then... Fuck it. Just come on in, go on follow even if you need to.
Yeah, 100%. And like... Corey would still do badass. Like, Corey's an amazing WoW player when
he'd be able to figure it out pretty quick, eh?
Yeah. I raided last Wednesday, and I'm sitting there like I was in like a goofy mood, so I was kind of like talking shit and stuff like that. It was a funny raid actually. We get to Firema, I think it is, the one where you gotta bring it in the doorway and you get the lightning and fire stacks and stuff. And anyways,
okay.
Artism. No, babe. Yeah. I'm trying to talk right now. What's his name? Ports. Friggin' Ports was like, he was trying to suggest some new idea that, for like the raid to do, and Falker got kind of pissed off about it, and like told him like, in front of everyone, like, stop coming up with like new ideas, like, why are we gonna change what we've been doing, like blah blah blah. And
yeah, I'm sure that went over well.
Oh, dude,
I'm sure Porch didn't immediately start roasting him.
Oh, it was a heated moment, and then Porch didn't do anything or say anything in like right after, but he did like throughout the rest of the raid like call Rafaliker out for like almost anything that he did that was kind of not good. And,
he's having to pull a lot too, isn't he?
Yeah, you could feel the tension definitely. Yeah, Hooks wasn't there. Like nobody was there, so Porch was leading everything, and we had like probably like more than 5 or 6 pugs. Like it was a lot of pugs had to come, and you could tell that the Nax is coming and no one's showing up right now, type of thing.
Yeah. That's
like Gold Sheep and all those guys weren't there. Like there was, it was skeleton crew for sure.
We lost Window Lick. For
like permanently. The POE
for at least 6 months. All I saw, I mean, unless they're talking about something else. But I saw in one of the channels, Hook asked him like, so is that a permanent ban you got or 6 months? And Window was like 6 month ban, but he's like, but by that time I'll be in school, so I don't know if I'll be able to play. And I was like,
honestly, man, when PoE 2 came out, I don't. The guy got banned, eh? Like, really? Like, yeah.
He was talking all about it.
Oh man, he was obsessed with PoE, and PoE 2 is like, it's been like a decade in the making, and it's actually a seriously good game from what I hear, and I'm sure he's just probably balls deep into that. And like probably too doing the lawyer thing. I mean, he was always talking about looking for a job and stuff. So.
Yeah. I'm sure there's, an easy answer, an easy explanation for it. I got Path of Exile. Like, okay, that's one of the oldest games I've had on my whatever the fucking program is. Steam? It's like one of the oldest things, because you told me and Corey, you're like, dude, guys, there's a Diablo game made by the Diablo makers, like, you guys need to get it. I remember downloading it, but never playing it. So I got it on PS5, because it's a free-to-play game, and I did the first little area. It's pretty fun, but it seems super fucking complicated. Like, your abilities are items you pick up that you put in your, like, so it's like a gem that you put in your
item.
Yeah.
So right away I was like, this is the first level? Like, me trying to figure out, like, what gem to stack with what gem and, like, what items to keep. And I'm like, well, is weapon damage important for what I am? Or, like, should I be worrying more about, like, what colored gem slots? So, like, it was, like, midnight, and I'm, like, half asleep, like, don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm just killing shit along the beach. I was enjoying myself, but...
Dude, you're right. It at first it comes across as like, this is weird and uncomfortable, and like I don't know if I like it or not. But it's one of those. It's just like WoW, where it's like the first time I played WoW, like how you were saying, where it's like, this isn't Diablo, and like it just felt like, I don't know if I like this style of game, but like you have to give it that like second or third chance. I say spend a good night of like smoking up and playing it, and I'm telling you, man. You will, like, when you realize that, like, when you get 2 slots on a piece of gear, so you can put in like a gem that makes you shoot a fireball, but then you can put in another gem that like makes ranged attacks split. Now all of a sudden your fireball is shooting 4 fireballs at once, and then you can attach another gem to those 2 that'll alter it a 3rd time. And they had all the way up to 6 slots that could connect and make one spell turn into some ridiculous screen clearing ability. And it was just like, I don't know, man. The game, it really is amazing, and like I
really
still love
cool.
that game. And dude, it's so much better than Diablo, like 100%. And PoE 2 just looks fantastic, and everything I'm reading about it is that like it's the Elden Ring version of, you know, ARPGs. It's no joke, and I'm sure you heard about the Elon Musk stuff where like
dude, that's what got me interested again.
The account, like,
dude, I love the guys who know what they're talking about, analyzing it and being like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? Like, no top world rank, like not even an experienced player would not know where to click and like.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, see, this item's only level 54, so like, it's not that good. And like the guy doing the video is like, that is like the best item with the best stats you could ever possibly get. And then he looked up what the price would be to buy it because it's such an insanely incredible item. And like, I don't know, just
and then the tab Elon's map.
Yes, and it's not called Maps Part 2. It's like even watch. I had no clue what the game is, but just the guy explaining all the issues. I was like, man, this is so clear. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. You know, it's like the only issue with the game is that it's too easy.
Man, if you can like, if your computer is good enough to handle that game, I would love to get into that game with you, because that's literally what I've been building my computer for. Is that I just want to be able to play that game and not have any issues.
Are we talking about playing part 2 or going through playing part 1 again?
Playing part 2. I mean, I would totally play part 1 again if you want to like start from there. But like, yeah, I definitely want to play part 2. Like,
I looked it up and I saw it's not that expensive, right? Am I crazy? It's like is it like $40
for PoE 2?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked at buying it yet, because I just know this computer will crash, because it can't run Diablo 4 very well without like constantly crashing and super lag moments and yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it's just on its last limb. So, but I have like this friggin' dude. It's almost like it's like $3,000 sitting next to me right now, just in a box, and it's all ready to go. I just need the new graphics card. And this has been a brutal lesson I've learned about this stuff, where, so I've been doing this since last September, like putting this thing together, and I've like been watching video card prices since then. So obviously the back to school sales was like when that was, and then it was the Black Friday stuff, and I waited for Black Friday, but I saw the cards go on sale, but only for like a couple $100, and we're talking about cards that are like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. So I was like still looking at spending over $1,000 with it being Black Friday, and I was just disappointed that like the sales were that. And then I'm reading articles about how like, oh, in January the new cards come out, and why would you spend $1,000 on an older card when the new stuff's coming out, and blah blah blah. And anyways,
is it one of those cases where like a budget item is now the same as like the old amazing item? Like that kind of thing. When the next gen comes out and they make like a budget item that's like pretty good compared to the last generation.
Well, yeah, they're well. Oh man, it's so convoluted, dude. So like the new cards that are coming out. So we have that same scalper problem where it's like it's a hot item. So apparently they're going to be bought up by like scalper bots and just sold for like twice the price.
Oh god.
I was told. Well, like they've been running articles about the new cards coming out since January. January 10th was the CES. It's some like electronic thing, and that's where they announced the cards. And anyways, they said the price was going to be $750 for a 5070 Ti $1,000 for a 5080 and $2,000 for a 5090. So I'm obviously looking at the 5080. That's what I want. Now this is American prices we're talking about, so you have to think about how our Canadian dollar is like just garbage right now. So converting that alone, I'm looking at like almost $400 extra. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's gonna be like $1,400, and like even again, it's like I don't have $1,400, so this is gonna be all credit, and like, yeah, I'm not happy about it. But anyways,
especially since other things are depending on that part to run. Like you have other items on the floor right now just waiting, right? Like
exactly. Oh yeah, dude. But then I find out that $1,400 is for what's called a Founders Edition. And I didn't even understand what that was. I've heard the term before, but that is like where you're getting a card straight from NVIDIA. And that's none of the cards I've ever owned. Or like if you go to Canada Computers, you can't buy a Founders card. You can buy like an Asus card, a Gigabyte card.
I see what you mean. It's like someone else puts their logo on top of the card, right? Like it's like their version of it or whatever, their branded version.
Exactly. And then guess what that does to the price? For some reason, marks it up 20 to 30% more.
It's like if I have something and I rip it and then I give it to you and I'm like, that's another 30%, bro. Like,
oh, buddy, I called Canada Computers when I'm talking to the guy about like trying to pre-order one, and he like, I didn't even ask him to look it up, but he just looked up a card and he's like, you want to know the price? And like, he was almost like flaunting it to me, and he's like, it's like $1,800 for the card I was kind of looking at.
Oh god.
Right now, and it's like, are you kidding me? And it's like, I could have got one for $1,000 on Black Friday. That was like 15% worse than the new one I'm looking at.
So the graphics card market is just inflating over and over. Like you're going through the same thing as the Pokemon cards. It's just
insane right now.
And it just keeps getting worse because then the next round of cards come out and everyone knows what the last round was like, and it's like I can make another profit off of it, and I bet you I can do another 10%.
Yeah, okay, I'm back in the crossroads, by the way, just waiting for your...
Oh shit, sorry, I ran out, the map is so fucking cluttered. I'm just, northeast of where you are. I gotta kill some more, I might be caught up to you. No, I'm not caught up to you, but I gotta kill some Razormane G-Mancers and Defenders.
Wait, I didn't even see you get back.
Well, you actually made it a lot sooner than I did, so I was like, I'm trying to hustle, and then I ran off without you. I should have taken a look. Thornweavers, Water Seekers. I'll try and get a head start on them.
Yeah. I'll be there in a sec.
This dude's
just so
AFK up
the
here.
graphics cards are insane, and then the 5090s are going to be like over $3,000, like Canadian, and it's like, who has that kind of money to like for a computer part? Like, it's just nuts.
It seems like a nightmare when something sells out because they know the demand's there. And
then there's this thing I learned, and I'm like, well, this doesn't sound good to me. But so anyways, the old cards used what's called DLSS3, and I was like, what does that mean? And it essentially means that your computer will generate a frame per second, and it's like a raw frame per second. It's a real picture. And then what DLS3 does is it copies it with like a fake AI image of the same screen, and that adds like another frame per second. So essentially you're getting like 2 frames per second, and it's how these graphics cards have been getting better.
Oh, cool.
But the new graphics cards, the 5000 series, have this DLSS4, and it's adding up to 3 what they call fake frames to the one real frame, and they're saying that is actually kind of like slowing it down now, and like almost being a problem where like these frames don't, like, they're not a real frame, so they don't look as clean and as nice, and like the professionals, like Linus Tech Tips guy, it was saying you can actually see like the fake frames if you're a professional and you know what you're looking for and stuff.
That would be so. How the fuck would you be able to pay attention if that's all you're looking at?
Well, dude,
like,
and then
screen, like it would look like a flicker almost.
They're saying it causes latency, so it's bad for competitive games. So like for a shooter game, you're actually at like a disadvantage now for having like a newer version of a graphics card. And what it also does is like, so that they played what's that game that Keanu Reeves was a part of there?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. They were
Yeah.
playing Cyberpunk on max graphics. They had the DLSS 4 turned off, and they were getting like 30 frames per second on like the 5090.
Yeah.
And then they turned it on, and they were getting like 275 frames per second.
So it's
And
like,
it's
how
just-
could you not choose that option?
Well, exactly, and
But then
it's
it's
like,
gonna look like shit.
but it's like a fake number too. It's not even like a real number. They're saying that it's like they figured out the only thing
simulated, like-
people care about is the frames per second, so they found a way to like inflate that number, but it's not like genuine like power increase, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah,
like
I hear you.
it's fake AI stuff that's making it seem like it's so good. And yeah, it's like well, this doesn't sound good.
Yeah, especially when you get an upgrade, you expect like the next line to come out. It's like, yeah, your iPhone is now, I don't know, fucking a brick. And it's like, okay, well, you just downgraded the shit out of us, man. Like, 2 more of the defenders.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'll have to run actually after we finish this quest here.
Oh, don't worry at all, dude.
But yeah, you keep going or whatever you want to do,
Okay.
and I will definitely catch up.
When do you think you're gonna be on next? Are you coming back at
Oh.
some point tonight, or
For sure, for
Oh,
sure.
fucking hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be able to find more time this weekend too. I'll be on as much as I can tonight. I just gotta remember, I gotta go up and make sure that I have Rocket League installed. 'Cause after mentioning that game hit, I'm like, damn, I want a wall ride too. Like, I want to ride the skies.
Hayden's actually at his friends tonight for a sleepover though, so it just have to be us. But I'm
You
still
know
down.
what? We could use the practice, I guess, or we'll run
Yeah.
some Fortnite like strategies to catch up on them. Like,
Yeah, apparently your cars transfer over now or something. He was saying like you can get things in Fortnite that transfer over to Rocket League and vice versa.
oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any way to connect. Okay, so before it went free to play, Rocket League was a paid game that was free on PlayStation Plus, so you could earn a bunch of like skins and stuff. But then it went free to play, and they kind of made that stuff more. You gotta buy it. So I have a bunch of shit on an account, but like, if I play on PC, I can't use any of that shit. I wonder if I can link my
Okay.
account basically, because my
Yeah.
Fortnite account is on PC, so I'd have to link those accounts and then link it to fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, that's funny. Jenna bought me like a Rocket League disc, like a disc for my PlayStation, where I get like Batman skins and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fucking so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
same thing,
they released
like,
a disc copy. Yeah, like on PS4 probably.
yeah, and it's like if I play on my computer or something, I can't use that stuff. I have to have the disc in, and it's kind of
Oh,
lame
that's
that
so
way.
lame.
But I know. I remember when I opened it, I think Rocket League was free at that point, and I was like, "Oh, babe, like,
Yeah.
you paid money for this game?" No.
Yeah, it's like, how could you? But yeah, then you realize the skins are now like $15 each. It's like, oh, actually, thanks. Like,
But yeah, no, the skins are dope. I got the Batman's, like I score and the Batman symbol comes up and blows up in the net, like it.
oh, that's.
Pretty
Oh, yeah, I
badass.
feel like I've seen that. I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah, oh, you've definitely seen that.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen you do that. Yeah. I need geomancers, 2 geomancers,
Okay.
and we're good.
I'm getting off in 2 seconds, babe.
Tell her I'm sorry. Yeah, I need your help so bad. You're helping me so bad on these geomancers, man.
No, this rogue's gonna get it.
Oh!
I love how it was like 3 seconds too late and I still charged. One
For
more
real though,
pen.
I don't know if you all can hear me, but you can take off. You don't have to stay for this. Don't worry, I'll be able to pump out these geomancers. I'm 4 levels above them, I think. Yeah, shit, holy shit. I cherish our hardcore adventures, man. Legit, like that 3 months we played hardcore, that was like an entire life in that 3 months. Oh, I'm safe, but yeah, I got a bunch of shit here. Yeah, I fucking enjoyed that so much. Like, I still think about when your paladin died.
Oh my god, dude.
I still think about it. I was in the car. I feel like I remember when my grandma died, and I remember when your paladin died, like where I was. Like,
You know what the worst part about it was? Is it was honestly like the dumbest. Like I swear to God, man. I remember what happened.
yeah, just split second, not thinking, a little distracted, right?
Yeah, I was upset about something. I won't say what, but I was sitting here
Because it'll start again.
just staring at the screen, and I'm just like auto swinging away at this mob, and my character just drops. And I'm like, what the? Like,
It is 40s too.
It took a few seconds to be like, what just happened? Like, what is going on right now? Like, it was that. I was like on autopilot, just staring at my screen.
It's so sad. It's so funny now, but like, oh my god.
I
Like,
wish
it's
I
like a
had
true
camera
death.
going. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. To see the realization on my face of like, wait, it's like I was sleeping.
Oh. It's like we're not meant to be around when we die to like feel the pain of dying. You know what I mean? Like we're meant to be gone at that point. So like in WoW, like you have to die, but then you also have to like experience the death again. Like you have to like live with it. This guy just won't let you go, eh?
Well, I just ran through them all. I need to get back to town and log off.
There we go. Oh shit! Yeah, I got it
Right here.
Kill Kreenig Snarl Stout. Okay.
Yes, that is the exact quest I'm on now. That's step 76 for me, though. How is that? What step are you on?
It says 34. I wonder if it's because I skipped ahead. Like I started, I like right-clicked and then went right to start the guide. So I wonder if I missed a bunch of shit. Well, either way,
that's weird.
Miss it.
like I'm clearly at the right level. So yeah, we're good.
Did you hand in all your Ragefire Phasm quests?
No. Yeah, I gotta head back. I should have done that. Thunderbluff has 2 of them.
Yeah, that's
One in
like
Undercity, one in Thunderbluff.
because yeah, we finished up RFC, and then it took me to Undercity, and I handed in a quest there, and then it took me back to Thunderbluff, handed in a quest there.
So I missed all
Right.
that. Yeah, I missed
Yeah,
a whole
bizarre.
chunk in there. And it would have, a lot of those steps would have been like, now get on the lift. Now get off the lift.
Oh, Jenna's asking if your dog is crawling yet.
She's doing a
Backwards kind of thing. Like we can get her up on her knees, but then she'll sprawl out and start like kind of moving backwards, and she'll like make distance, but she just kind of crawls backwards. She's like trying to skip the step. Like she wants us to hold her hand so we can walk with her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's like she's
you get her on her knees, and she like kind of she kind of crawls backwards. He's saying.
yeah, like sprawls out on her tummy and then kind of like
Crawls
wiggles
out on her
backwards.
Okay, I need to log off.
You guys have a good evening.
Yeah, I'll be back on, and hopefully not too long.
Oh, no worries, dude. I'll make sure to grab that pizza while you're gone.
Okay, man.
Stuff my face with stuffed crust.
All right,
All right.
I'll talk to you in a bit, buddy.
Catch you later, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
Alright, here we go. Oh, well, I fucked that up. I probably should have pulled them. Let's save that for after we get back from pizza. No! I should have feared. It's turning into a bit of a situation. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it's time to bail. That's why we have our target dummies if we need them. Okay, he bailed. Shit, he bailed too. He bailed too. They're all bailing. Move, 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 move. I don't need anything but that guy. Okay. I should play it smart. Wand him down. So Ren can drop in 30 minutes on layer 7. What fucking layer am I on? Layer 7! Ooh! Also, I would love to get the other world buffs. Okay, let's pull this motherfucker. That's not him. Is he dead? Damn it. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna farm until then. Catch the fear. There we go. I feel like that wasn't too risky. Where you going, bud? Okay, we got him. Sure would appreciate a hyper spawn. A quest mob. No, I have no fear.
That's still your charge in.
Okay, he's down. How long until he spawns again? His corpse is still there, so it's gonna be a little while. Chuck the banana. So Duxie really hyped up Path of Exile. He's a huge fan of Part 1. I have Part 1. Played it for 30 minutes the other night, and I enjoyed it on my PS5. But I would say it felt incredibly complicated for the opening of a game. It certainly wasn't a go fucking melee tap. We were putting items, we were socketing items in the first level. Yeah, it was a little more complex. Didn't seem too hard. Yes. Fucking god level play. Okay, his body's gone. Means at some point he's gonna spawn up again. Let's clear the path.
That's still your charge in.
Still not up.
That spade isn't ready yet.
Okay, we're gonna sit. Looking for Wailing Caverns DPS. That can't possibly be me. Where are you? Oh. I hear a dog barking. So we're gonna have to walk this fool down. And where is the respawn? Come on. I'm gonna have to start reading a book or something during questing.
That's still your charge in.
Just wand and wand. So I should read the
That's still
I should read Goosebump books to the chat. That should be what I do. The added challenge I play is I read Goosebump books while I level. No. No. Well. This blows. I'll order a pizza too. This is stopping that from happening, that's for sure. Come on. Oh, thought I saw him. Nope.
That spade is a great It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Yeah. Well, still no spawn. There he is. I'm gonna need. Leaf party. Good job, homie. Backslash cheer. Oh, and I'm headed this way. Leave party. Did get the head, right? Did I not loot the body? Creaming snout. Wait, am I crazy? Did I not? Yeah, I got it. What am I talking about? I got it. I'm gonna kill a shit ton of raptors. But I want pizza. Good God. I'm gonna eat stuffed crust pizza and play fucking Ninja Turtle music. Child. Pretty big damage. I'm at level 13. Makes sense now. I get why I hit him so hard. Good drop rate on the raptor heads so far. I mean, should be 100%, but we'll let that slide because it's a video game. I gotta play some Pokemon Go too. I need to get some videos out. 3 stand. Could be good for Duxie. we'll just head right to the Barrens. The Barrens to Ratchet. Drop down the hill. I'd argue those are better for a priest. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna head back. We're heading over this way. Now we're gonna die dropping down. Leave me alone, bird. Yeah. Yeah, I should get the flight path first, but man, I just want that pizza so bad. Okay. Safely made it. We're to day 17? Question mark? And it seems like it's pizza time. I'm gonna call it here. Short stream.